Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Portland Trailblazers going up against the Sacramento Kings here in Golden One Center. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jonas Valanciunas.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Here's the starting group for Portland. Avdija is the 3 with Grant at the 4. Then there's Klingon, then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Kamari in at the 2 spot. And for Sacramento, the duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. With the regular season wrapping up now, Richard, should the top teams start getting ready for the postseason?
Not just yet, BA, because that could cause a letdown heading into the playoffs, which is the last thing these teams would want to have happen.
Now here's Simons. Pass to Kamari. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Murray against Grant. Sabonis outside. Outside LaVine. Now here's DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. That drops. And it comes off an assist from LaVine.
One of the underappreciated guys in this league. DeRozan just goes out, puts up big numbers, and he doesn't really get the shine that I think he truly deserves.
Here's Kamari. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. On the wing, Simons, hounded by Fultz. And it's Simons missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And one of the game's better athletes, DeRozan puts a lot of pressure on your transition defense.
And Richard, throughout his career, DeMar DeRozan has such an easy time finding ways to score.
He knows how to get to his spots on the floor, BA. You have to do your work early against DeRozan because he is a midi master. If you let him move freely, he will J you to death. There's an old-school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
Pass to Kamari. Back to Simons. Avdija outside. This one for 3. And he buries his first look.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Just over a minute and a half in. Outside LaVine. Now DeRozan, defended by Avdija. Crafty move, and the layup is up and in. DeRozan's got 8 points.
The closer DeRozan gets, the more dangerous he is. That's fantastic work inside.
Down low. And there's Klingon on the assist by Avdija.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Murray. Last game, he had 28 points. Fultz passes to DeRozan. Basket counts. 10 points for him.
He plays the game in so many different ways. DeMar DeRozan getting it done here with some nice handles.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Kings making a switch here. Ellis is checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Henderson's checked in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Klingon. He's guarded by Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simons. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
And that one falls for Simons.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simons' progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
And so Simons nails both of them.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
DeRozan outside. The floater. The shot misses. Nice D from Avdia. Here's Henderson. Again, the miss by Portland. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. That free throw good from Levine. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
That one's no good.
Players with this type of athleticism at Zach LaVine, historically, they keep people watching on TV and they keep people in the crowd. Why? Because you never know what you're going to see from them.
Malik Monk's checked in for the Kings. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Sabonis. And it's Portland with a rebound. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Now here's Monk. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Blazers trail by 4. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
To the left side wing. Here's Kamari. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
And you have to mention his impact on the defensive end. Came up with 3 timely steals in that one as well.
That one falls. Klingen's got his second basket on the night.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Here's Sabonis. And Klingen pulls it down. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Kamari. To the middle. Here's Simons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Malik Monk picks one up.
And you know, he knew the hit was coming, and Simons sacrificing his body anyway.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Simons. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Sabonis. Lyles comes in for Murray. Laravia is checked in for DeRozan. And it's Levine in for Monk. And it's tied up with that one. 50 seconds left in the first. Here's Ellis. He's covered by Simons. Outside Levine. To the inside, just 5 on the clock, and he gets the bucket.
Smart play call by Levine. Breaks up the defense, feeds the easy shooter.
And Portland's shooting 33% in the first quarter. Grant with a screen on Levine. Here's Henderson. Nice D from Levine.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Laravia, guarded by Sharp. Unloads from 13. What a performance for DeMar DeRozan. He's been the story for Sacramento. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
We've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ellis in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh, nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
So it's Portland now, following the score by Sacramento. Henderson finds Sharp. Grant outside. Knocks it down from distance. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And this is something Grant has worked a lot on. Now a legitimate three-point threat.
Levine against Sharp. The 11-footer. The rebound by Murray. Portland's shooting 40% from the field in this one. And Sharp the bucket on the assist from Grant. Sharp's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Here's Ellis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Don't forget his 4 steals, just filling up the box score.
On target from range.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it, really upgrading that deep game.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Sacramento with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Valanciunas. And it's Markelle Fultz in for Laravia. And also a switch here for Portland. Thibault, he's checked in for Graham. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Sharp with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Thibault. Levine passes to Fultz. Here's Lyles. Outside Fultz. And the layup is good. And the Kings lead by 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Sharp. Simons outside. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Simons got 6.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Simons against Fultz.
And good whistle there.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The free throw drops for Fultz. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Zach LaVine. Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Avdia comes in for Sharp. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
6 to shoot. Here's Avdia. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Now here's Fultz. Banked it in off the glass. Fultz has got his second basket of the game. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Simons finds Avdia. DeRozan with the rebound. The Kings leading. Here's Ellis driving to the basket. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. Zach LaVine comes in for Ellis. Grant's checked in for Portland. Simons against Fultz. Back to Simons. Sacramento grabs the miss.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Murray passes to DeRozan. Outside Fultz. Takes it inside. Clock at 6. Avdia pulls it in.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
On the wing, Simons. Shoots over Sabonis. Simons' shot is good. Simons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Simons is a shoot-first kind of player, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
DeRozan outside. From the stripe. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Kings lead by 3.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Avdia. Here's Klingen. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
15 seconds left in the first half of this one. Now DeRozan. He's got 10. Sabonis with a screen on Avdia. The baseline, Jay. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Kings ahead. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You take a look at Sacramento. They've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
Let's switch back to the Sacramento Kings dealing with a thin margin at the half.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Avdia is the 3 with Grant at the 4. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then there's Klingen. And it's Kamare in a shooting guard.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And here's Simons. For the tie. Offensive rebound. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Klingen's got 8.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's DeRozan. 10 points for him. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Nice D from Avdia. Pass to Graham. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Here we go, all alone. Big jam by DeMar.
Smart bucket from DeMar, looking for chances to run.
Blazers trail by 3. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
Well, he's been destroying them inside, and they need a timeout to figure out an answer or a prayer if there is one.
And since the All-Star break concluded, here's a view of which teams are leading the league in second chance points. The Trailblazers in second.
Second half of the season, they've made a concerted effort to compete on the offensive glass, and you see it in the numbers.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Avdia, screen on Fultz. Simons outside. 5 on the clock. Klingon. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. Portland shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Fultz who brings it up for Sacramento. That'll commence a long trip on the road. 6 games total. Pass to DeRozan. Right side Levine. Picked by Sabonis. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Zach LaVine.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And he makes a first. Both free throws good from Levine. Portland trailing here. Here's Avdia. Out to Simons. Connects from downtown. Simons got 11 points.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Here's Levine. Taking them all on. Levine.
Just muscling through the contact. Levine is a flat-out star.
On the wing, Simons. Pounded by Fultz. Simons against Fultz. And it's Simons missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Now here's Fultz. 7 points in the game. Inside. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Fultz has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The passing hasn't been a focus for Murray, but being able to participate in ball movement will be key for him.
Pass to Avdia. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Levine. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. And Sacramento making a change here. Ellis is checked in. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Simons. Levine with it. Give him 8 points now. Sabonis with a screen on Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Levine finds Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
Now here's Henderson. Not a lot of room. Down low. Here's Klingon. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Levine gets it to fall.
What determination from Levine, finding his finish despite the contact.
DeRozan against Avdia. Grant the pass to Henderson. Pass to Avdia. From the arc. Offensive board. Oh, nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's got 7 now in this quarter. The Kings have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Levine passes to Sabonis. Back to Levine. Oh, Levine burns him inside.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Pass to Klingon. Outside Sharp. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That'll belong to Sabonis.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Portland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one misses. That's off as well, so he misses both. Here's Ellis, guarded by Sharp. Outside for Levine. Valanciunas with a screen on Henderson. Here's Levine for 3. Zach Levine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Kings. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Markelle Fultz. Domantas Sabonis out there with Trey Lyles. And it's Ellis in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Outside Sharp. Back to Henderson. Shoots over Fultz. Henderson misses.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Pass to Fultz. Sabonis with a screen on Henderson. Here's Fultz. Out to the wing. Ellis passes to Laravia. And here's Fultz. Another shot. A rebound by Murray. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Sharp passes to Murray. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Fultz who brings it up for Sacramento. 2-point game. To the inside, Sabonis. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Fultz has got his 3rd assist of the night.
I love watching Sabonis work in screen rolls. Positions himself perfectly in every set.
Now here's Sharp. Henderson outside. Picked by Murray. 3-pointer. Henderson misses.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Now here's Fultz. Murray brings the double. And Sabonis slams it in.
Oh, the guy is a monster around the rim. Now, if Sabonis is in close, he's going right for it.
Murray passes to Sharp. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. Out left to the wing. Laravia. No good on the three. Blazers trail by 6. Outside Sharp. There's the triple. No luck on that one. Here's Ellis. Walker covering. Ellis passes to Laravia. Here's Ellis. Picked by Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Lyles. Lets it go from deep. Portland with a rebound. Murray's got 4 rebounds now. Henderson finds Walker. No luck on that one. Oh, nice D from Fultz.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
The Kings call timeout. And some changes here for the Kings. Murray's checked in for Lyles. DeRozan comes in for Laravia. And it's Levine in for Ellis. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During the break, the coach of the Kings had some words for his team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Fultz. Fires top of the key, and DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Fultz. Fultz has got assist number 5 here tonight. Simons against Fultz. Here's Klingon. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Just owning the offensive glass right now. Just refusing to let up.
And you can't teach effort. You can encourage it, but this is why you covet guys who are so self-motivated.
Blazers trail by 6. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Levine, here we go. Explosive play by Levine.
A ridiculous athlete. I love when Levine puts it on the deck and goes through the lane like that.
Simons outside. Over Fultz. No good off the back of the rim.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Simons. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's a 10-point Sacramento lead.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless.
Here's Simons. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Now Levine. Fires from 14. Unable to get that one.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Avdia from outside. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games. And they've made that adjustment since the break.
And he commits the intentional foul. Fultz finds Murray. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
And Sabonis has proven that he is huge in the clutch. He has hit big shots time and time again for this squad.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned. Given the situation right now, given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Here's Avdia. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 5. And both free throws good for Avdia. And here's Fultz. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. DeRozan double team. Pass to Levine. Now here's Sabonis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It's the versatility and the unpredictability of what Sabonis does that makes him so hard to match up with, which is why he gets these easy fouls.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
And the Trailblazers call time here. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
"17 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Kamari. A deep 3. Rebound by Sacramento. They've led by as much as 10. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's Sacramento with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Domantas Sabonis.